Swansea and currently studying at IBSO Ormoc City Campus. Today, we are going to tackle about the anatomical position. We have also the directional terms. And lastly is the anatomical terminologies. But first, let us define what is anatomical position. Anatomical position refers to the body in what is called standard anatomical position. And what is standard anatomical position? Standard anatomical position is that of human standing, looking forward, feet together, and pointing toward with none of the long bones crossed from the viewers. And now let's move on to the directional terms. Directional terms includes superior. Example of this is your forehead is superior to your nose. Your forehead is superior to your nose. Then we have the inferior. Inferior means lower on the body. The lower on the body. Example, the foot is the part of our inferior extremity. Then we have also the dorsal, which is pertaining to be the back. Yes, dorsal. Example is the shoulder blades are located on the posterior side. Then we have also the ventral, which is our belly side. Example, the kneecap is located at anterior side of the leg. So next is we have the medial. Medial is towards the midline. So when we are going to locate our medial, this is our medial towards the midline. This is our midline. Example is our heart is the medial to our arms. We have also the lateral, which is away from the midline, or means away from the midline. Example, the arms are lateral to our chest. So our arms, this is our arms. Both arms are lateral to our chest. It is because lateral means the direction of lateral is away from the midline. Example, the arms are lateral to our chest. So our arms, this is our arms. Both arms are lateral to our chest. It is because lateral means the direction of lateral is away from the midline. So this is that is what lateral means. So we have also the proximal, which means that nearer to the trunk of the body. Example is the elbow is proximal to the wrist. So our elbow is here, proximal to the wrist. Maybe it's the whole elbow. So we have the distal. The distal, which means farther from the trunk of the body. Example of the distal is the knee is the distal to the thigh. Then we have the superficial. Superficial means is on the surface. So example of that is our skin. The skin is the superficial to the skeletal muscles. Our skin is the superficial to our skeletal muscles. Then we have the deep or internal. It means the below or away from the surface. Example is our lungs. The lungs are the deep to our skin. And now let's move on to anatomical terminologies. As you can see, I am the only one here, so I don't have a human model, so I can use myself as a human model. So when we talk about the superior area, it is towards the head. This part also is a superior. This is the superior area, which is also called cranial, and Below there is the caudal. Below there is the caudal. Then this direction is what we call posterior or dorsal. This direction is what we call posterior or dorsal. And this direction is what we call um, interior or ventral. Interior or ventral. Then when I face here, as we can see in the inferior parts, we are done already in our superior part. In inferior part, we have this one. This one is what we called proximal. Proximal. Our arm is proximal to our rest. Proximal. This area is what we call proximal. And this one is the distal. Distal. The direction there, our rest is proximal to our arms. This is proximal. And this one is the distal. Distal. The direction there, our rest is proximal to our arms. This is proximal. Our arms is distal to our rest. This is the distal. Then we have this sides is our midline. So we have this sides is the lateral one, and also this one. This is lateral because it is the direction of this both side is away from the midline. Away from the midline. So when we move on to our lower part, this is our proximal. This part is our distal. So again, the superior parts are upper of the head, and the lower part is called inferior. So that's all for today. Hope you learned something. God bless and thank you so much.